What's up, everybody, and welcome to my Monday Night Raw review. Before I really begin anything that has to do with Monday Night Raw, and I know Raw did this at the beginning of the show, we have all seen the news today of pretty much the tragedy in Vegas, the terrorist attack that happened down there last night, pretty much the mass shooting. I know Raw did a moment of silence for all the victims, so thoughts and prayers to anybody that was affected by the pretty much, this is pretty much a terrorist attack, pretty much pure evil, and pretty much a terrorist attack that happened in Las Vegas last night. You know, we've all seen the news, we all know what's going on right now. This is pretty much a terrorist attack, so thoughts and prayers to everybody that was affected by this horrible situation right now. I just wanted to get that out of the way real quick, really important. But pretty much going into Monday Night Raw, we kicked off this show with Braun Strowman versus Seth Rollins. Braun Strowman versus Seth Rollins. Pretty much an alright match, I'll give it that. Strowman pretty much won the match after which was one thing I'll say when he slapped Seth Rollins, slapped down. He says, "Are you stupid?" By the way, Tom Phillips was on commentary on this show tonight. Michael Cole was not there because he pretty much went to his son's wedding, so he was not there this week. Strowman pretty much won with a power slam after dodging Seth Rollins' Rainmaker V-trigger. After that, Strowman came back and hit him with a second one. And when he was leaving, he was got to go back and hit a third one until Dean Ambrose came. Ambrose came for the save, but Strowman pretty much chokeslammed him 2 times and then hit him with a power slam himself. Next thing you know, Sheamus and Cesaro come out, and then they pretty much hit him with a bro kick and a bro kick and neutralizer. By the way, Cesaro was wearing a mouth guard also, pretty much due to what happened to his teeth, mostly. His dental surgery probably had, so he's got to wear a mouth guard right now. So we're going with that. Pretty much Strowman, he's got to gain something back after losing to Brock Lesnar, because nobody really doesn't know where Strowman goes from here. Since losing to Brock Lesnar, I guess he has to go on some path of destruction after that very, very disappointing bad match in No Mercy. Pretty much beating up, I guess, the tag team champions, since they really have nothing else to do. But since Sheamus and Cesaro was still in the loop, they pretty much beat him up. Strowman pretty much let them by and pretty much take him out then. So, and I know people are wondering, and we'll get more of this later on, that it's gonna be the Shield versus the Bar. I'm gonna start calling. I know they're calling themselves the Bar. I keep saying Sheamus and Cesaro, but the Bar and Strowman at TLC. So that may be the match that's gonna go down. Next was Mickie James walking in the back as Alicia Fox pretty much kept laughing at her what Bliss said about her last week, and Emma talked about her age and everything, saying that you have a secret admirer for a person your age. Pretty much Mickie James opened the door and there was a walker and old, like pretty much adult diapers, like I guess what old people wear, and some type of pins. It was pretty much stuff old people use. And as they laughed at Mickie James, pretty much she went to bang on Alexa's locker room door until Nia Jax. Here's something that doesn't make sense right here. Why do they have Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss back together like they're all buddy now? After there was a lot of dissension with them in the past few weeks leading to the Fatal 5, like, oh no, I'll go back to being sidekick bodyguard now for Bliss, so it makes no sense. And as they made more old jokes about her being fragile and everything, pretty much Mickie James versus Nia Jax later on night. And by the way, with this whole Mickie James thing, with this, I don't want to say this reminds me of when they did the whole Piggy James thing many years ago and called her fat and everything. Stuff one, Mickie James isn't even really old. She's like, I think she's like 36, 37 years old. I may be wrong on the age, but that's what I remember. To what I hear, that's how old she is. But she's not really old, and this just really reminds me bad about this whole Piggy James thing. Now we want to call Mickey James old now. Instead of fat, now they want to call her old. Second. Yeah, sorry, I'm moving on. Yeah, I like I said, I don't get where they keep trying to call her old, but this somewhat reminds me to that whole Piggy James line, that storyline they did a few years ago, back then. So I hope it doesn't go out that way, but I don't know, I'm not really a fan of that. Elias did a song talking about Denver, and a lot of people say using Alice in Chains line, a nutshell for his lyrics, which I must say he really did sing a good song out there. So I like Elias Sampson's song he did. He pretty much went against Titus O'Neil. He pretty much had to drift away on Titus O'Neil. Won. Mickey James then went against Nia Jax, which wasn't a bad match, even though I felt the crowd did not react to any of it out there. Mickey James hit a tornado DDT. Bliss came in attacking her with it. Pretty much Mickey James with a DQ after hitting a DDT on Jax. Bliss pretty much started looking over at Nia Jax for some reason. She tried to go back and attack Mickey James, but Mickey James knocked into the barricade and kicked her to the ground. So it's a DQ finish, and then when they went in the back, Caruso congratulated her, and Kurt Angle said TLC it'll be Mickey James versus Alexa Bliss for the women's championship, which I feel like Bliss is gonna retain, and we all know Asuka's gonna debut at TLC. So I feel like as soon as one of them win, and I think for some reason Bliss is most likely gonna win, Asuka will come out and kill her most likely, and she'll be next in line for the title shot. They interviewed Enzo in the back, which he didn't say anything, and which I guess saving for later in the night. Next was Roman Reigns being asked about Ambrose and Rollins, what happened to them earlier, and says yeah, they had to come in, what they did to Star's teeth and took their titles, and they thought they should have picking up a plan, but right now you got to focus on the Intercontinental Championship. Also, Matt Hardy and Jason Jordan versus Gallows and Anderson. Matt Hardy with a somewhat new haircut. I don't know if people are still saying he's going to be broken or awoken, but a different haircut. Jason Jordan, who didn't have the same singlet on this time with pretty much shorts in his gear, still gets no reaction. I don't know why this match happened. I don't even know if they're going to make him a regular tag team if Jeff Hardy's not here right now and he's hurt. So I think this may kill some time, really, and Gallows and Anderson hit the magic killer on Matt Hardy for the win, and that was it. Dana Warrior, or Ultimate Warrior's wife, was out there, and she pretty much talked about Ultimate Warrior for a second and what he was, and pretty much this is just a way to promote the Susan G. Komen breast cancer thing. And we know kayfabe is pretty much really dead, but I found it odd that all the women are out there. Well, it's not like odd at all, but when you got Mickey James and people that laughed at earlier tonight and Jackson Bliss out there, and then they hug all the survivors after Dana Warrior did pretty much the Warrior rope thing style, and then they all hug each other at the end. I said, aren't you guys supposed to not like each other feels and faces? I don't know, it just kind of kills the whole kayfabe thing. I get what they did, but for the breast cancer thing, but kind of odd we just saw these guys maybe like 10-15 minutes ago beat the hell out of each other. In the night. I don't know, and then again, people a lot say that CM Punk was right about the whole Susan G. Komen thing being a scam anyways, but that's safe for another day. JoJo was about to announce pretty much Miz versus Roman Reigns, the introductions, but Reigns immediately started beating up the Miz Taraj, threw him all over the place, Superman punches, chairs, and he beat him up all the way to the stage, then kicking their ass. and beat him several times with a chair. And as he looked on, the Miz pretty much going to him as the match began for the Intercontinental Championship, which wasn't a bad match. At least Miz did something than just looking like pretty much Reigns like probably would just job him out anyways, or do chicken shit heel stuff, having Miz Taraj get involved, as pretty much Roman Reigns was really about to win, and pretty much get the Superman punch, was going to go for the spear. Sheamus and Cesaro attacked them, and everybody hit their pretty much hit finishers, from the bro kick to neutralizer to skull crusher finale. They even did the Shield triple power bomb as the people cheered for the Shield, and did a fist pump then imitating the Shield, pretty much still teasing the fans, saying, oh, you're not going to get the Shield yet. Pretty much playing up like how Rollins and Ambrose did until they lead into the fist pump. This is probably mostly the same thing here. Now, I don't know if Strowman is still involved as people rumored it to be, but maybe Sheamus, Cesaro, and Miz versus the Shield, because it would have been better than facing the Miz Taraj, where they probably would have just murdered them in like 10 seconds, since the Miz Taraj doesn't have that much credit in to begin with. And come on, let's be honest here. Don't get me wrong, Miz gave Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel a little bit of life left, but come on, they get killed out there. They pretty much be murdered in seconds, okay? Seconds. At least it sounds a little bit more formidable about a match and could be good than just having them go against the Miz Taraj, because that would be a bad idea. Finn Balor came out saying this is Balor Club. Talked about him Goldust last week, and the creepy kid singing Bray Wyatt's song that Bray Wyatt is afraid to fight, and pretty much, you want to see he's got the whole world in his hands and everything, but he says, you lost to the Demon at SummerSlam, you lost the Man and No Mercy. I'm tired of the games. Don't sing it, just bring it. Until once again Wyatt showed up on the screen saying Sister Abigail is alive, and she's dying to meet you. And the next thing you know, Wyatt looks like a zombie and starts laughing as, I guess, Sister Abigail's laughing. He tried to say he was Abigail too, which, it's kind of funny, because then Randy Orton already killed his soul Sister Abigail when he burned down the barn and everything, and he's, oh, I got Sister Abigail back. Oh no, I burned it down again. So I don't know where the Sister Abigail thing is going. I don't even know where this feud is going, because I just don't really care. I wish this feud would end so the guy Finn Balor move on. So everybody says he's supposed to be going for the Universal Championship against Brock Lesnar. That's the rumor thing that's supposed to be going on there. So I don't really know why this feud is still happening, or maybe we will see Sister Abigail. I don't know, but now, pretty much right now, we're still continuing this feud, and Zombie Wyatt showed up. And another match, Kill Time. Sasha Banks and Bayley went against Emma and Alicia Fox. This was very long. Sasha and Bayley won after Emma walked out on her partner. Nothing much to say here, just to kill time in the third hour. But then once again, 2 weeks in a row, the Cruiserweights hit the end off the show as Enzo pretty much made his entrance. People pretty much still imitated, and he told all the people backstage, you got anything against Enzo or Cruiserweights or the haters, everybody can go straight to hell and get a GPS map to send you to hell there. And the fans must change, you deserve it and everything, but I deserve it. I'm the Cruiserweight champion. I am the money. You people would never react when the Cruiserweights are out here for a snooze fest. But when I come out to reaction, which is actually kind of right, kind of really a shoot right there, he puts more butts in seats in a lazy boy. He gets butts more than an ashtray. And he's, his back hurts from carrying this whole division thing. And talked about his no contract clause. That if anybody touches him, they forfeit their chance of the title. And now, if any of them touch him right now, they would be fired then. So, you guys would be lucky, which, I don't know, it gave Enzo so much mic time out here. I didn't know what to say. He had, nearly a whole show, into the show mic time, which, say you're all lucky, and he called them all soft, which he reacted. Neville and everybody came out there as Enzo tried to get out of there. If you're not first, you're last. He tried to get out, but he was surrounded everywhere he went. And then he pretty much individually buried most of the Cruiserweights. He was telling Drew Gulak there, you got certain time, go sit up next to Corey Graves behind. He announced this, calling Swan, I'm MC Hammer, you can't touch me. Calling TJ Perkins pretty much like a child, really, even though he's like 30-something years old. Pretty much call him a child then, and telling Teacup there, Jack Gallagher, to go back in time like a 1930s paperboy. I'm not even through everybody's insult, but he insulted the entire division one by one, from Golem to making fun of his ears, Neville, to pretty much Kurt Angle coming out then, telling him who was going to be his next opponent since nobody could touch him. You know, Enzo kind of was right about talking about he got these guys. Who is it? The newest cruiser. Who is the newest cruiserweight to kick off Raw? Who is it? None other than Kalisto. Where it's too freaking late. You should have Kalisto part of this whole thing a while ago. I thought it was going to be somebody new, but it really wasn't. Kalisto, I don't know. The cruiserweights are not really over as it is. A lot of them have just been damaged as a whole division. I've been probably Neville, but pretty much Neville's pretty much the top thing on there and stuff. So I don't know what they're gonna do with the cruiserweights. You know, Kalisto came out of this, you know, they sold on Enzo, but do you want people to stay for the third hour of Raw and that? Because my God, who's really gonna still watch 205 when Kalisto is on there? Okay, of all people, Kalisto. You think somebody new's coming out? No, you get motherfucking Kalisto as part of the cruiserweight division. I don't know where this is going. I don't know why they gave Enzo so much fucking mic time at the end of the show, and even this whole cruiserweight decision, you know, address thing to end the show 2 weeks in a row. I don't know. And as we ended off the show, Roman Reigns was sitting there trying to heal from his injuries. As Dean Ambrose showed up, Seth Rollins showed up. They looked at each other and nodded as people went nut shit, knowing that the Shield is coming back. They didn't do a fist pump. So we'll see what happens right there next week. But Raw kind of continued to drag on in a way, especially this whole cruiserweight thing that took a long time. The long women's tag match. I don't know where Zombie Wyatt is going. Some more teases of the Shield, so that's good, from Roman Reigns to Miz and others. Jason Jordan still gets no reaction. So, I don't know, bad old people jokes about Mickey James, a lot about what happened on Raw tonight. So, yeah, that pretty much sums up the entire show of what's going on here with Monday Night Raw. But it's one of those shows that just drags, and it's kind of hard to care about, really, because of a lot of bullshit we see on. I just don't understand what the cruiserweight thing is. Just really insane that they did 2 weeks in a row, did so much mic time. Everybody else is out there. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace. Check out my review, everything. So yeah, I'm out of here. See you guys later. Out.